Good morning, everyone. Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. This is our WIP Wednesday edition. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Connie. It's good to see you. Good to see you guys. Yep, and I'm a little bit late, and that seems to be my norm lately. I'm really sorry. Um, it's, yeah. Anyway, this is this is me, unfortunately. Hey, Valerie, it's good to see you. Good to see you. So today is our WIP Wednesday, and so I have some fun things um, planned to. I think I might work on the grandson's blanket a little bit because, well, you know what? It's hard in this chair to work on big things. So, oh, good. I'm so glad Frank's surgery went well yesterday, and he's recovering well. That's good. That's good. Hey, Squish. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay, Squish. How are you? How is everybody this morning? Yeah, it's so good to see you. I made the mistake again, excuse me for yawning in your face, of getting up when my husband got up, and I went ahead and got myself some coffee in a to-go container. Got this one for Christmas from some family. It's kind of cute and pretty. Anyway, so, hey, Homespun, it's good to see you. Good to see you. So, I made a mistake of getting up, excuse me, when he got up and getting some coffee, and I drank some coffee. And notoriously, if I get up and I drink some coffee and then I lay back down, it's like the coffee just, I don't know, it just like whoosh, la la land. And I had, not a very restful night last night. Um, and my husband couldn't sleep either. And I'll tell you just briefly about that. But we just had a hard time sleeping last night. And then of course, the morning comes and it's like, ooh, here comes sleep. So, oh, please pardon me. Please pardon me. So, you know, um, yeah, we had a hard time sleeping last night. We've just really, just thinking about and feeling for a family member. Um, so anyway, we had a death in our family yesterday, and so it was and it's affected someone that you guys know, and Lori's son-in-law passed away with cancer yesterday, and that's her daughter Selena's husband. And so it wasn't a surprise, but yet it's still, he was so young, and they have two young children. Good morning, Wendy. And so our hearts were just really just there with Selena, and Selena is a part of the Yarny community too, and so just our hearts just go out to them. So yeah, my husband and I just had a hard time sleeping last night. We just he was just so young, and it was just yeah, it's just really sad. So anyway, so we just, want to just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And so with that being said, this Friday, we were going to do my first premiere, and it was going to be the video with Lori and I. And so out of respect to the family, we're going to push that video back by a week. I believe by 1 week. And so I will put out just a separate announcement about, the time frame for the premiere. And so anyway, that's what's going on. So we just want to, send extra hugs, extra love their way. And so anyway, that's, it's really rough time for them. So anyway, I think my Rosie girl needs to go out. So anyway, that's what's going on. But I think I need to let my Rosie girl out. Usually she just stays on the bed and she's fine. You okay, baby girl? Hey, Rosie. You all right? So anyway, thank you for that, Wendy. Thank you guys for all your heartfelt messages. So anyway, that's what's happening. But today, so I just wanted to give you just a little bit of information there. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. I think she's needing to go potty. Hold on just a minute while I let my Rosie girl out of the room. Come on, Rose. Because she doesn't usually get back here. She's kind of stuck. She's a big girl. And as you can see, there's not a lot of room over here. Can you hear her little claws clicking? Come on, sweetie. I'll let you out. Come on. That's my girl. Come on. All right. Okay, so I got to the door and Dobby Cat and Theo were at the door waiting. So they heard my voice and they are the morning welcome wagon for Rosie. Rosie sleeps in here with us in the bedroom. And so she sleeps on bed. She's a big girl. And she takes up however much room she needs to, and usually it's a lot. So anyway, so if you caught my live yesterday, not sure if you did or not. OMG. So I finished my little bunny. Don't look at his face. Don't look at his face. Don't judge me. I was trying to, I don't even know what happened to him anyway. My poor bunny. I just gave up. I'm like, oh, this is looking, look at my poor bunny. Oh my goodness. That's really why I didn't do any face on this guy yet. I'm so bad at faces. Oh my gosh. So this little guy, he's an Easter egg bunny, but in my head, I know exactly what I want his adorable little face to look like. No. It doesn't. It doesn't. Oh my goodness. Do you somebody else feels my pain. Anyway. I mean, oh my goodness. I had this vision of, this is a lighter pink. I even still have the needle in it. I was like, I had this vision. This was supposed to be an upside down heart. And then this, at first I was like, I just did that. And I was just going to make like a closed eye like this with some, eyelashes. Well, it's not that it's, and Wendy, that's a good thought. Embroidery floss will work much better. Yes. So anyway, I just wanted to share my struggle with you. That's how I Let me see. I don't think I even have him out anymore. I think I put him in a box, but I was trying to one time make a so yeah, I'm gonna just pull this out. And then I lost my scissors. So oh, here's some scissors. Okay. So I was going to just cut this yarn out, and just go back to a little faceless bunny. And at one point, one time I was making this little chibi and it was supposed to be a cat. Well, I made the ears too wonky, and so it kind of looked like a bunny rabbit. So I was like, okay, I'll go along with the bunny rabbit. And so I started to make a face, and the face kind of came out like this, only I used black yarn, and it kind of looked like a drug lord bunny. I mean, it just looked really scary. So so I affectionately call it my drug lord bunny. And I never fixed it because I thought, oh, that's my drug lord bunny. And I guess I could have fixed it, but I didn't want to. It was too much work. So I'm cutting the yarn, and I'm just going to pull the pieces out. I actually don't mind doing the faces while because when it's all out and puffed, it's easy to go in and out. And I actually don't mind that at all, doing it that way. So I don't want to do it before I stuff it, just simply because it is easy to you just go, in and out of the stitches. But if I had any talent with faces, and I actually think my problem is that I don't use embroidery floss. Which I should, but I don't. So there you go. So now look at this cute little bunny. So cute, so cute. And anyway, so yeah. So these are really adorable, and they're easy to make. I even thought, since I wanted a very specific face, like the upside down heart, and then in the middle of the heart part, have just a little tiny tongue, kind of hanging out, and then whiskers coming out. Since I wanted that, I thought, well, maybe if I got, even some felt and glued it on right there, and I should have used safety eyes, but I didn't. So anyway, that's my story there. But I just wanted to share this with you because I was like, yesterday, I was like, oh, I gotta, finish the face so that, yeah, I was thinking about using felt for the face. Yeah. Yep, homespun, that is definitely what I was thinking about doing, because I know I can, cut out shapes and form it that way, and then, do the little glue and everything. I can do that. That's not a problem. And I really think if I used embroidery floss, but see, I constrain myself to the holes between the stitches. So that's how I like to, and maybe that's where my problem is, but I know that when I have to pull it out, if I go into the threads, it's a lot harder. So, oh, cuddle octopus. That's cool. That's cool. So, yeah. So anyway, these are really cute. They're little Easter egg bunnies. And so I posted on our Facebook page yesterday, my handwritten instructions, my handwritten recipe for that. So anyway, that is that. So I have coffee. And now that I think about it, I'm not sure if this mug really ever got washed or not. I hope it did. It was new, but I'm looking at the sticker and it feels like it didn't even go through the washer. Oh, that would not be good. That would not be good. I hope it did. Yeah, I just wanted to show you so that you could see my oh, you're welcome for posting that that recipe. That's good. Recipe for success. Only, I did a really crazy drawing, and yeah, thick yarn. Probably not the way to go, because you don't get the delicate pattern. You don't get the, yeah, I get that. I get that. So I'm going to put my needle away. So let's get to our WIPs. What is on your hook today? Tell me what's on your hook. I can't wait to get started with this. I feel like I have, I'm going to put this away. This is what I made that. There we go. Let me put that in there. Kind of tuck that little bit down. And there we go. I feel like I am ready to finish something. Oh my gosh, I'm just so ready to finish something. Valerie's making dishcloths. That's good. That's good. That will, that will go fairly quick. Oh, a rice stitch lap Afghan for a male. Oh, homespun. What colors are you using? That sounds really neat. That sounds really neat. And Connie is knitting a Valentine's Day hat. And then she's going to crochet a Valentine's Day top hat. That's nice. That's nice. I think, what am I going to work on? I think I'm going to work on this, because I didn't get to work on this yesterday. And let me see. Oh, this was the hook. Was this the K hook? Where is my K hook? Where did my K hook go? Okay, well, I might not have that. Oh, my brain is all over the place. Let's see. Oh, the hook is in there. Okay, good. The hook that I'm using is in there. That's good. Dark colors interspersed with lighter creams and gray. Nice. Very nice. I like that. I like it a lot. So I have my C2C scarf that I want to complete, because I really feel like I need to complete something. And yes, even though I did this, I feel like it's not complete, even though the crochet part is finished. Anyway, I really feel the need to complete something. And I feel like I have just so many WIPs out there, and I just keep starting new ones. And yeah, tell us what the rice stitch is. Okay, and Robin's working on the scrap blanket, her same scrap blanket, which is awesome, because that means that you're going to finish it faster than I'm going to finish mine, definitely. And so that's good. Let me pull up that quiz that we were doing, and let's see if we can get anywhere with it. I think, Wendy, if you go to YouTube, I think that there are quite a few tutorials that will show you. Okay. It's alternating. Okay, Jody says rice stitch is alternating front post double crochet and back post double crochet. So you do the front post, and good morning, Jody. I'm so glad to see you. So you do a row of double crochets, and then you do every other front post, back post. That's really neat. That's really neat. I like that. I like that idea. That would make a really nice texture, a really nice texture. So in all of the back posts, as you go back, you do a front post, and all of the front posts, you do a back post. That's really neat. Oh, wow, Jody. Okay, so you do a front post and then a double crochet. Nice. Nice. That sounds really neat. That sounds very neat. Let me see. I don't think I did that. So yesterday was supposed to be, it was supposed to be National Pizza Day. I didn't have pizza yesterday. Hooked by Robin. Yes, Hooked by Robin is great. She's got a lot of good tutorials. Your cat is helping you type. I love it when that happens. Good morning, Lori. Lori, how are you this morning? And we are all giving you a collective hug today and thinking about you and praying for you today. So, and the whole family, and lifting Selena up as well. So I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're doing okay. And I filled everybody in earlier, so they're aware. You canned 14 jars. What? You canned 14 jars of tuna, Robin? Where did you get this tuna? Did Rob or Donald catch that tuna? Wow. Oh my goodness. He sends. Oh, her cat keeps hitting the send before she finishes typing, so he's helping her. You had okay, you had pizza last night. Yeah. Yeah. And we had frozen pizza in the fridge. Oh, Donald was fishing over 28 pounds over the summer. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm going to tell mom that you can tuna. She's going to be just amazed. Okay, let's see. We were doing the crochet trivia. And all right, that's good. So, okay, so I'll get that set up and then we'll do that. And wow, I think Robin needs to start a canning channel personally because the girl is, she's pretty amazing when it comes to that sort of stuff. And some of the stuff that she cans is like just incredible. So yeah, once you get your kitchen all worked up, Rob, you're gonna have to start a channel and show us how to can and dehydrate because she's the dehydrator queen as well, and she's the canning queen. She cans everything from deer meat to just everything. And then she was the one that told me that you can dehydrate rice. So you can buy the long grain rice and cook it. It's really inexpensive when you purchase it that way. And gosh, I think I've forgotten how to do this. Oh, here we go. What didn't I do? So, and then you put it in the dehydrator and you dehydrate the cooked rice and it dehydrates it and it turns it into minute rice. So with just a little bit of time, you can have minute rice for a fraction of the cost. So anyway, that's pretty neat. Lori finished another shirt. Oh, that's awesome. Lori hasn't shown us yet, but she made the most gorgeous, gorgeous shirt, and she alternated the colors. Of course, she is, very fashion forward, so she knows her stuff, and she made the most gorgeous shirt. And you see me struggling here with this. I don't actually. Anyway, yeah. See, there's that lump there. I don't even know. The rest of them don't have that. Why did I do that there? Oh gosh. What did I do? Oh, okay. You know what? I can't think of that through right now. It's a little too complicated for my head. Do you ever have a day like that where you can't, where you just can't figure out something? And so anyway, okay. I'm going to go ahead and get through. And let's see. Faceless Bunny is adorbs. Oh, Jody, you're so sweet. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time today. I'm having a hard time concentrating. So, let's see. Let me get to some of our trivia. Now, unfortunately, we've done so much of it and I don't know how many questions there are, but, it seems like a lot. Let's see. Lori amazes me with her ability to create clothing. Yes, I know. I do too. I get confused just trying to think about it as well. And she's really good, really good. Let's see. The rice stitch takes a whole lot of yarn, so be sure to have extra. So the rice stitch is really neat. I'm assuming that the rice stitch would make a nice thick blanket or a thick piece of clothing. It would be really interesting to to make like a sweater vest or something like that. I grew up in the North and I haven't had a sweater vest since I was a kid. I don't even know if they're in or not, but you know what? I like watching the old Murder, She Wrote shows, and I love her outfits, and I know they're old fashioned and I know she's an old lady, but I just love that kind of warm hug kind of a stuff. So anyway, anyway, let's see. So I'm trying to get through this. And I think I'm almost there. Yeah, I'm almost there. Because these are Homespun Treasures is trying to learn how to crochet a chicken pot holder. Oh, using up your scrap yarn to make the rice stitch lap afghan. There you go, Lori. Homespun is using her scrap yarn to make the rice stitch lap afghan. I bet that is gorgeous. First of all, I am in love with scrap afghans. I'm in love with scrap blankets. I'm in love with scrap bags. I'm in love with everything scrap yarn because I love the way the colors just change. And okay. Wendy says she hates traveling with her yarn. She's lost a square from the Creative Grandma pattern. Oh, and then left the other skein of the color to make a different square. Okay, so now you're making a single square out of the border color to finish the blanket. Oh, hey, Lori. Hey, Lori. we were just talking about um, you said that the rice stitch uses a lot of yarn, while homespun is using her scrap yarn to make the rice stitch. So she's using up all of her extra yarn, and wouldn't that be a pretty yarn? And Wendy, poor Wendy, so she does travel, with her yarn, and oh, so it was the creative grandma pattern. I feel you, Wendy. I feel you. I feel you. So I still haven't finished that blanket. And I was thinking about that last night. Isn't that weird that I was thinking about that blanket? And the last time I held it up, and there was just like that last corner that just needed to be put together because it's all sewn. I mean, it's all crocheted. I just need to sew it together and put a border on it. And I was even thinking about how I was going to do the border because it is blues. It's like 2 different shades of blue and a white. I was going to do one simple row of white just to give it, you know how when you have a frame and then you have the mat of the frame, so that was going to be the mat part. And yeah, a wrist hanger for her yarn. Oh, well, she's in healthcare, so I don't know. I think that Lori, I think that she has a patient that she sits with, so I'm not sure if that would work or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's a good idea. So I think that I'm going to do that, like have like a matte border, and then the larger border I'm going to do in really dark blue, just a contrasting blue, because I don't have any of the blues that I made that blanket with. I used them all up. I mean, that was kind of like, it was just something that I just started. I didn't plan it, and I just used the yarn that I had. And so anyway, I think that's what I'm going to do, and then do just a really dark border, or I might do one row of the dark and then do the light, and then do a thicker border of the dark blue, just to have that little contrast right there. I want that contrast to show up. Okay, let's see if I can get to, oh, I was telling my family about, our trivia, and, the longest chain and the longest and the largest crocheted blanket in the world. And so anyway, I just keep thinking about that, and it's just really, really neat. Homespun says, my next scrap Afghan will start with a granny heart square, and then surround that in colors of white, pink, light purple, and red for Valentine's Day. That's so clever. That's really, really pretty sounding. Oh, I love that. A granny heart square is really neat. Really neat. Wendy's thinking of a single row of single crochet and a single row of crab stitch. Oh, nice. I'm in love with the crab stitch border. I really am in love with the crab stitch border. Yeah, I am. And even in my grandson's blanket that I'm doing, I was like, it's going to have a really wide blue border all the way around, because it's going to have the stars, the white stars. And I thought, I need to really frame that. I need to make a nice solid edge, because we're going to have all those stars sewn on. And so I was thinking about the crab stitch for that in the same blue, so that it would just be a little, like a nice firm border. I really like that. I really like that. So Wendy, I'm right there with you with the crab stitch, right there with you. So let's see. Let's see if I can get past this. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and find something to crochet, because that's what I need to do. I guess I'm going to work on this on this one. I'm going to work on this one because I need to work on something that I can mindlessly crochet. Oh my gosh, my WIPs are closing in on me. Okay. Let me put this right here. My poor little faceless bunny and my other poor little faceless bunny right there. Oh, you can't even see him. Can you see any of them? Nope, you can't. Oh. Okay. Okay, this is a new question. So if anybody gets to one more row, just let me know. And I have a new question. Hey, Nikki, good to see you. Good to see you. And I'm glad that you made it. Glad that you made it. So, oh my goodness. So I have this and, oh my, pull this a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have this much left of the cake. Put that somewhere. Put that right there. And so when you get to, thank you. When you get to the end of a row, just let me know and we will start the questions rolling because I am ready. I look like I'm having trouble today. I'm having so much trouble today. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. So much trouble. I don't even know if I can do this one because it's not that big. It really isn't that big. Okay. Oh, goodness. So today I'm going to get to do some crocheting in the car. See how this is like so slow. It's like, it's like walking through mud. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this wears me out. I will not be buying this yarn anymore. It's so pretty and I love the colors, but oh, good Lord. Maybe if I had used a larger hook, but it said, you know, I don't know why I used a K hook because I think my eyes were not working properly. I thought it said a K hook. But it might say an N hook. I can't read it. Oh, trouble, 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 trouble. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So today, yeah, I get to sit in the car while I take my dad to a doctor visit. And this doctor doesn't allow anybody to go in. So I'll sit in the car while he goes in and I will crochet, but I guarantee you I'm not bringing this. And so I have got to stop getting so many WIPs. I am really stressing over it. And so kudos to you who are just working on. Now see this one is just a back and forth kind of C to C, but she said to do a single crochet and then do a chain 3. And the C to C, you do a slip stitch. So I hope I'm doing that the same. Anyway, Burnett blanket. Oh, yes, it's a hand pain. Nikki just finished a poncho, and now she's making a mini one for her granddaughter. And thank you, Robin. The colors are really pretty. The yarn is so not my favorite. It is just a pain to work with. Yeah. I mean, it's literally like walking through mud. Like, I don't know. Could even be quicksand. I could be really dramatic and say it's just like falling into quicksand. But I'm getting back out. So it's more like mud. Oh. Anyway, let's see. I love ponchos. I love ponchos, and I've never made one, but I've had several made for me. And I, you know what, Jody? I still have the poncho that was made for me when I was little. I have several ponchos that were made for me, and I even remember the ladies who made them for me. So, yeah, your granddaughter's going to really appreciate that, and hopefully her mama will hold on to it and treasure it, and keep it for her so that when she turns old like me, she will be able one more row. Okay. She will be able to treasure it as well and just to reminisce. So, Lori, you're not good at following directions? Well, you march to the beat of your own drummer. Jody's working on a pocket shawl, Premier Puzzle Yarn. I love Premier Puzzle Yarn. Love it, love it, love it. And Nikki says that was the first poncho she made, and it turned out so good. I'm so glad. Hey, good morning, Kelly. Good morning. Don't worry about being late. Lori says, just make it up as you go. Okay, so one more row. In crochet, how is gauge measured? Stitches per foot, threads per inch, stitches per inch. Stitches per foot, threads per inch, or stitches per inch? I need some more. Need some more coffee. Okay. You know what? I need to make, let me see. And okay. Stitches per inch. Yes. Yes. The correct answer is the gauge of a piece of crochet work is measured in stitches per inch and rows per inch. Gauge is used to ensure a crochet piece, such as a hat or sweater, will be the correct size when finished. And Jody, you're correct. It's usually 4 inches. Because once you get 4 inches by 4 inches, then you've done enough rows and enough stitches to make sure that, your gauge is correct. So very good. Yay. Oh, Nikki says she likes Lori's answer. Oh. If it looks good to her, then it's the right size. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So Lori and Robin, you are moderators. Sometimes in the chat, if a certain word or if somebody uses an emoji or something, not necessarily an emoji, but like if they add a link or something like that, then it will go on as a hold. So you guys have the authority to either accept or reject. So let's go ahead and do one more. Which tool can one use to check for gauge when crocheting? A test swatch, a gauge meter, or a stitch guide? And that's funny because we were talking about that a couple Tuesdays ago when we did the, how do I gauge my work? And we talked about that. So anyway, which tool can one use to check for gauge when crocheting? A test swatch, a gauge meter, a stitch guide, a business card. Jody, you're funny. And a 3x5 card. Because we make up our own rules, right, Jody? I'm going to pick one. Let's see. Okay, so the correct answer is the correct answer is a test swatch. A 4-inch test or sample swatch is made using the suggested hook size and instructions. Hook size can be adjusted to achieve the proper gauge. Whoop, whoop. Oh, somebody hurry up and get to one more row, because this next question is fun. What the heck am I going to make? I can't wrestle with anything today. I'm just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. I'm going to put this one back. Well, I guess I'll fold it first. Oh, I knew I was going to lose my hook. Oh, here we go. Okay. So once isn't it weird? But I actually don't mind going to the dentist or the doctor and waiting in the car. I actually don't mind that because I have my crochet. So I don't get bored. I don't care about, how long it's going to take or anything like that. It's all good because I just sit there and crochet and nobody talks to me and I don't have the radio on. And if I get hot, I can turn on my car and have the air blowing on me. If I get cold, I can turn on the heat or turn on the heat on the seats and warm up. Usually that's not the case. Usually I have the AC going, or I can roll the windows down. If it's nice and cool here, then I'll just roll the windows down and let that cool breeze go by. And so nice, so nice. Save it for later in the car. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Robin. You're being really sweet. Thank you. I am having a rough day today. It's just, it's just it's like my brain is all jumbled. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, it's been kind of a crazy week. So I'm going to go ahead with this next question. Are we ready? Ding, ding, ding. I'm going to pretend that I got to one more row. Worsted weight yarn is named after a village in which country? And I did not know that. Oh, it was only cool twice here. Yeah. Oh no, don't let your cat chew on the tails of your Afghan. Oh my gosh, if your cat is like mine, razor sharp teeth, like the sharpest scissors you will ever see. Lori says one more row. And when you're not sure what to crochet, you make dishcloths. I think that's what I need to do here. And I did that at once. The country of worsted. Jody, that's funny. Let me give you the choices. Worsted weight yarn is named after a village in which country? Austria, France, or England? Worsted weight yarn is named after a village in which country? Austria, France, or England? Okay, I made a choice. Jody says, my bunny chews rubber-tipped hooks. Oh, no, and remote controls. Yeah. Yeah. And Homespun treasures. He thinks he's helping. Yeah. Okay, so Homespun says Austria. Any other? So we have Austria, France, or England. Homespun says Austria. Jody says France. Robin says Austria. Lori says France. I'm going to wait just another minute. Worsted weight yarn is named after a village in Austria, France, or England. So the correct answer is England. Worsted weight yarn is named after Worsted, England. In the 12th century, the village was a hub for the manufacture of yarn and cloth. So, worsted weight yarn is named for England. A little village in England. Okay, so that was mine. And now let's go to Lori's. Okay. The world's largest crochet blanket was measured on April 22nd, 2016. How big was it? Now, we now know from Robin from a couple weeks ago, she did a little bit of research and there was one larger. But let's go with the one from April 22nd, 2016. How big was it? Was it 85,000 square feet? Was it 100,000 square feet? Or was it 185,000 square feet? So 85K, 100K, or 185K square feet. It was really big. Yeah, it was, Jody. But then there was another one that was even larger. That was like double that one. And I love all of this trivia. So the world's largest crochet blanket, you know, we didn't have this question before, and we know how many football fields it was. So does that help? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to take a guess. So Homespun says 185K. And so was it 85,000 square feet, 100,000 square feet, or 185,000 square feet? And oh, yes. Morning, PJ. Good to see you. Yep, you sure could. And you know what? I was reading a little bit more about the last one that was done, and I think it was. I'm not sure exactly when it was, but anyway, that one was really large. And oh, maybe the 2016 one was the latest one. Maybe it was, but I don't think that. I think that they connected it in such a way where it was like connected maybe in the corners or something, so that it made the large blanket, but then they unconnected all of the blankets that made up that large blanket, and they donated them to people in need. And you know how they filtered that through, I don't know, but it was all filtered. Yep, that's what they did with it. So they donated all of the smaller blankets that made up the larger one. And so it was, you know, a great humanitarian feat as well. So anyway, the correct answer is 185,000 square feet. The world's largest crochet blanket was 185,016 square feet. Approximately 1,500 South African inmates from 30 correctional facilities created the blanket for Nelson Mandela Day. Wow. 1,500 South African inmates from 30 correctional facilities created the blanket for Nelson Mandela Day. Wow. Yep. I agree with you, Jody. I love that kind of information as well. I really do. Let me see. I know what I'm going to do. I've got This. I am going to pull some guts out. So I just had an idea. I think I'm going to, let me see if I can find the end. It was so funny because I was watching a video. Oh no, you skipped a stitch. Are you going to have to frog it? Well, you know what? We're going to count it because you're going to have to frog it. So that means you went one more row. Look at this. Right on the outside, a knot. Oh well. Oh well. Usually this comes out on this side. I'm going to just pull. Oh, yep. Got me some yarn barf here. Got me some yarn barf. Let's see. I don't want this one. I don't want this one. I might want this one. I might want my K stitch. My K hook. Let's see if I can find the tail. Here we go. Okay, so let me see if I can just pull it this way. All right, so she thought she had one more row, but now she's going to have to frog it. So let's go ahead and do one. True or false? Today, crochet can be replicated by machines. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know if this is going to be the right stitch or not, but let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Frogged only 2 stitches, but okay. 20 stitches. Woo woo. That's good. That's good. Okay. True or false? Today, crochet can be replicated by machines. Do you think it's true or false? I'm going to choose my answer. Now we know that knit can be replicated. Can crochet be replicated? By machines. This hook might be too big. I might have to go down a hook. Jody says, not the way I crochet. It's unduplicatable. That's cute. Oh, let's see. That might be 2. I'm going to frog that. I did get to the end of one row, though. So the answer, true or false? Oh, your family thinks you're a machine. I know, right? Right? That was like my granddaughter saying, when I said I didn't have a blanket, she said, well, you have yarn there. Grammy, go ahead and make us a blanket real quick. Okay, child. Oh, such faith, such faith. Okay, I think I'm going to do, let me try this one. Yeah. Okay, the answer is actually false. Machines cannot replicate handcrafted crochet. There are crochet machines, but they use needles instead of hooks to create, that is actually used to create true crochet. So apparently they're saying that they can't replicate handcrafted crochet. They can mimic the crochet, but it's actually a knit. Thank you. Thank you. This is really pretty. This is, I love this yarn in Poolside Siesta. poolside siesta. So anyway, I'm going to try that. Ooh. Oh, this is better. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I decided I'm going to make the band of a hat. But I'm making it using this worsted weight instead of a bulky. So it'll make a thinner hat. We are special. We are irreplaceable. Our crochet craft is irreplaceable. You know, I read something really interesting, and it was saying that, you know, with knit, you know, the needles, they create the stitch, but it's always open. That's why all of the stitches are still always on the needle. And so the stitch is not complete. But with crochet, or each individual stitch, you know, they have all the stitches together. But with crochet, when we crochet, every stitch is a complete finished stitch. So because it's standalone, you know, and until you actually finish your project in knit, it is not finished. Okay, so that's what I remember. Okay, I'm trying to remember how to do this. Okay, so to make the band of a hat, to start, I'm doing back loop only to make it ribbed. I chained 10 and single crocheted into the second stitch from the hook. So each row will have 9 stitches. The first and the last stitch, I go into both stitches to make the ends more sturdy. And then I chain 1 and then crochet into that. That doesn't count as a stitch. And I go into that, and then I do back loop only, and that will make a nice ribbed band for your hat. And you just keep going until you get it the right width for your head, and then you connect it, and then you start crocheting your hat from there. So, and it's easy because with doing this band, because you only have 9 to count. So I've done several rows, and so I'm gonna look at my rows. One more row. Thank you for the tip about doing something small. I think I can handle this. Which crochet stitch creates a texture that resembles animal scales? Which crochet stitch creates a texture that resembles animal scales? A snake stitch, a fish stitch, and a crocodile stitch. And I think this is going to be the last question for us, because I've got to go and take my dad to the doctor. Alligator, crocodile, croc. Woo! The choices are snake stitch, fish stitch, or crocodile stitch. Woo-hoo. I really like this. I like the way this color is working up too. I like it a lot. Okay, so the correct answer is the crocodile stitch. The crocodile stitch creates a texture that resembles the scales on a crocodile. So, show of hands, that was the last one. Show of hands if you have ever done the crocodile stitch. And I have to say, I've never done the crocodile stitch. Wow. I'm going to have to check that out. Going to have to check that out. Oh, Jody, thank you. Thank you. You are so sweet, Jody. Thank you. I rely on you guys. You know, you guys are my community. You know that, right? And you guys keep me going. Um, it's not about me. It's about us. And so that's what this channel is about. So don't make me cry. You're very sweet. It's about us. So I really appreciate your kind words. So thank you for being so kind. And so I'm going to say goodbye. And before I do, let's just remember Lori and the family, and let's just keep them in our thoughts and prayers. And as they navigate, this next week of what's happening, and the children especially. I believe the daughter is she 8 or 9 years old, and then the son is 16. So, just keep the family in your prayers. Keep Lori and Selena and the family in your prayers. So, anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday, and that was actually the last of our questions on this quiz. So the quiz is over, and have an awesome day, Homespun. Nikki, your daughter has made the crocodile stitch, and Homespun wants to learn it. Valerie, have a great day. Maybe that's going to be my next tutorial, the crocodile stitch. I'll have to learn it first, but that sounds like a fun plan. So have a great day and stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. Thanks for coming.